Hey guys, so today I want to talk about a new topic. Obviously, I want to talk about self-love, but it's not like we talk about it in TikTok or in like Pinterest. I always see people saying, oh, just say affirmations, just start romanticizing your life, but it doesn't work that way. Affirmations, they do work because a lot of repetition, telling yourself something, you will eventually believe it. So it is good. But I always felt like I was convincing myself instead of realizing it. The way it should be is realizing it. And then I remembered this quote by Maya Angelou. I don't remember it word for word, but she basically said that she doesn't trust people who don't love themselves. When I first heard it, I was like, wait, what? And then I replayed the video. I realized that she wasn't talking about confidence or ego or all of that. She was talking way deeper than that. I honestly don't think it's possible to truly hate yourself. And I know people say they hate themselves. I said it to myself a lot. But I don't think it's actually true. Because if you hated yourself, you wouldn't actually care. You wouldn't cry about your life. You wouldn't feel embarrassed when you mess up. You wouldn't get angry at yourself for wasting time or wasting your life or doing something wrong. Those reactions come from caring. They come from being attached to yourself, which is kind of love. If you didn't love yourself at all, you'd be indifferent. You wouldn't care at all. You'd be numb. And most people aren't. They're actually too invested. And I think this is where the subconscious actually comes in, because your subconscious actually loves you, like undeniably. You can literally see that in dangerous situations. Like, for example, if a car comes your way, you just move. You don't say to yourself, do I deserve to live? You just move. Your body doesn't debate your worth. It just protects it. Same thing with gut feeling. When you feel a tight in your stomach or in your chest, like you feel scared or not good about something, sometimes it's not anxiety trying to ruin your life. That's your body trying to keep you alive. Your subconscious assumes you matter. Your conscious mind is the one that argues. So I think when people say love yourself, I don't think they mean create love. I think they mean become aware of the love you already have in the background. Because the love is there, you're just not conscious of it. And instead, you listen to everyone else, expectations, standards, opinions of others, and slowly you stop trusting your own internal signals. Which is why self-love feels hard for you. Not because it's missing, but because it's drowned. I've noticed something about myself. The moments I feel most grounded aren't the ones where I'm happy or excited or when I get a compliment from someone. And they're never when I accomplish something impressive. They are when I do something that feels right internally. Like saying no when I want to say no, not doing something if I don't want to do it, or resting without needing to explain it to anyone else. That doesn't feel like ego, that feels like alignment. And I also think a lot of people confuse self-love with ego, because we're taught to attach our worth with our achievements, sports, careers, how successful you are. And when people praise us, we feel good, and we call that self-love. But that feeling disappears the moment someone stops praising us or the moment someone does better than us. Which means it wasn't self-love, it was validation. And validation is external, self-love isn't. Ego needs to be fed constantly, self-love doesn't. Ego needs attention, needs proof, needs you comparing yourself to feel better. But self-love is quieter than that. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up in how you treat yourself when no one is watching. And this is why people who don't love themselves can feel unstable, not evil, just a little bit reactive and unstable, or maybe sad and needing someone to validate them every second. Because if your worth lives outside of you, you're always chasing it. And when you chase something that fragile, you become defensive, jealous, insecure, competitive, because your sense of self isn't anchored anywhere solid. I am not saying this like I've figured it out. I am still learning. But I've noticed that every time I ignore my gut feeling to please someone else, I feel worse. And every time I listen to it, even if it's inconvenient or uncomfortable, I feel better, or I feel good after, steadier. Like, I love myself. I am like this with myself. And I think steadiness is what real self-love feels like. Your body doesn't care if you're impressive or you're successful or you're admired or you're all of that. It cares if you're rested, if you're fed, if you're feeling okay, if you're being honest with yourself, if you take care of yourself, if you take care of your body. And when you ignore that, no amount of external success can replace it. I don't think loving yourself is like thinking you're impressive or you're all of that every time or every day. I think it means taking yourself seriously and taking care of yourself and having like night routine, morning routine, taking showers, taking care of yourself, like real care. Going to the gym, I don't know, reading, everything that helps you. Listening to yourself, prioritizing yourself, having standards for yourself. The list is big. Just not abandoning yourself. That's it. So if you've ever said, I don't love myself, I don't think it's true. I think you've just been taught to go look for love in places that can't really offer that to you or give it to you. Your body already knows. Your subconscious already cares. Your conscious mind just needs to catch up, and it takes time. I don't know how to end this video, but if this video clicked for you or something resonated with you, I am glad and I'm happy, because you don't need to earn your worth. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to become someone else. Your body already knows that. And you're just learning how to listen. Also, like this video if you liked it. If you did not, don't like it. And subscribe and comment down below what should I talk about next. What topic you guys want from me. Okay, bye.